As for the second question, now it's much more relevant. Naturally, we are very alarmed by the fact that the Americans have now organized in international waters as of now, but around the international waters around Venezuela. Yesterday, I spoke to the foreign minister with Ivan Hill and many other representatives of Latin American region and the Caribbean are very alarmed, and Brazilians as well, and the island states such as St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I met with the foreign minister of Nicaragua today as well. The situation indeed is very serious. There are significant naval forces situated there, including a nuclear submarine, and we hear direct threats of military intervention in order to destroy drug cartels, to fight drug trafficking on the whole. I was told one thing today that did not cross my mind before, but during these very days, the Security Council, what's being done there together with Panama, the U.S. colleagues are pushing through a resolution on establish an international force to ensure security in Haiti, international forces to fight banditism. They're asking for a very specific mandate against gangs, and it's a very specific mandate. And in order to for the Security Council to establish such an institution and to leave it its establishment to those who have an interest in that, the mandate would be to use unlimited force on unlimited scale against gangs, as they say, against such gangs. Force could be used against them. There is no timeline for this operation, no accountability system in view. If you compare these two processes, if you put them together, what's happening in the Security Council and what's happening around Venezuela, I cannot rule out that certain creative actors could think of getting a mandate at the Security Council and later say that there are gangs from Haiti harbored in Venezuela. I cannot rule that out. So we have solidarity. We show solidarity with the government and people of Venezuela. They have the full right to determine their political, economic policies as well as social path. And we think that interfering in domestic affairs is unacceptable, just like in domestic affairs of any other country. That's the demand according to the UN Charter. As for negotiations, as for your first part of the question, as for negotiations with Ukraine, I've asked my employees to prepare some documents for me, the way the position of Kiev evolved regarding the negotiation on the 17th of April 2022, right after the Ukrainians have derailed the agreement they have initiated themselves when the UK banned them from doing that. Right after Zelensky is saying that we can fight with Russia for 10 years, our society does not want us to continue negotiations. That was a quote. The 1st of October 2022. All of a sudden, Zelensky is saying Ukraine is prepared for negotiations with Russia, but with a different president, not with Putin. 22nd of March 2023, Foreign Minister, former Foreign Minister Kuleba, when the illegitimate ICC provided an arrest order for President Putin, he's saying, long before we knew that it's useless to talk to Putin. Our Security Council of Ukraine has adopted a decision where it said that any negotiations with Putin are impossible. These are the same people that a year later started saying that Putin is avoiding them. 4th of May 2023, Zelensky is saying, for us, a result is a certain indictments, specific indictments against all Russian war criminals, especially the highest leadership of the country. And his advisor, in May 2023, called Podolaka, or was, I don't know where he is now, is saying, Ukraine hates you, will always persecute you everywhere. We have nothing to talk to you about. You don't understand human language. Ukraine will get to each and every one of you. It doesn't matter how, be that legally or physically. So these guys are now telling us that we don't want to talk to them. Zelensky, last year, 2024, is saying Russia can start negotiations with us only if they leave our legitimate territories, going back to the topic of the borders of 1991, and so on and so forth. Later, we were always tortured by the topic of unconditional ceasefires. Later, Zelensky held negotiations with Macron and said, today, in the media, there was a lot of information about the fact that they came here to talk about ceasefire. It's not so. Ukraine does not view the possibility of a ceasefire in exchange for guarantees of the Western countries. Does not view that. This is not up for discussion. No ceasefires. What are they saying now? That there should be an immediate ceasefire and guarantees of the Western countries. Back then, he did not want to have a ceasefire, even with guarantees. So you can judge for yourself what these people are who are being led by such a character as Zelensky. Thank you so much. We do have to leave now.